hear a lot of banging going on in there. And I ain't just talking about the usual kind of banging.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most critically panned films that were expected to be once distinguished if not long absent film actors and directors return to form.
Though I was raised here in India, I was born in America, which is where our journey begins.
Number 10, Lions for Lambs, Tom Cruise and Robert Redford.
Doc, you're the one who tells us not to live over a safety net.
Didn't think that was going to translate to you guys heading out to a war. If I did, I would have cut my tongue out.
Two-time Golden Globe winner Tom Cruise was locked into genre movies by the mid-2000s. Meanwhile, legendary actor turned filmmaker Robert Redford hadn't directed since the polarizing bomb The Legend of Bagger Vance. The two teamed up to reclaim prestige with the political opus Lions for Lambs, with Cruise heading the hyperlinked cast as a crookedly ambitious senator being interviewed. He and Paula Wagner even took over management at United Artists for the production.
What? Do you want to win the war on terror? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It's abroad.
Okay, you see this. This is the quintessential yes or no question of our time.
Sadly, their investment busted under disappointing box office receipts and disastrous reviews for the film's preachy, disjointed structure. Critics highlighted Cruise's charisma, but found him glaringly miscast. Lions for Lambs heartbreakingly confirmed the actor's popcorn rebrand, while Redford capped his directing career with two more misguided political thrillers.
They plan strategies around it. They try to figure out how much they can get away with because of it.
So blame me for it all.
Number 9, Rules Don't Apply, Warren Beatty.
I am trying to land the goddamn thing!
Mr. Hughes, get on your safety frequency.
The esteemed acting and filmmaking career of Warren Beatty completely stopped after his performance in 2001's disastrous Town and Country. He hadn't directed since 1998's controversial political satire Bulworth, so there was a particular hype surrounding the 2016 period dramedy Rules Don't Apply. Beatty directed, wrote, produced, and starred as billionaire Howard Hughes in a fictional love triangle with an aspiring actress and her chauffeur. Critics were split by the ultimately banal vanity project, but audience opinion was decisive. Rules Don't Apply grossed under $4 million against a $25 million budget. Beatty was actually sued by Regency Enterprises for failing to cover promotion losses. He has since unofficially retired for his health, seemingly respecting the rule against overreaching Hollywood comeback dreams.
And what the hell happened to the close-up of me in the cockpit? You know, the plane flew for 1 mile, and nobody knows if it'll ever fly again.
Number 8, Driven, Sylvester Stallone.
You show these maricas what a real driver can do.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
If you can believe it, iconic action star Sylvester Stallone was getting to be a tough sell by the new millennium, but 1997's Copland seemingly promised a triumphant return to drama. Thus, Stallone jumped into the driver's seat with Driven in the hopes of revitalizing his credibility as an actor and screenwriter. Unfortunately, critics weren't flattering the motorsports melodrama when they called it Rocky.
If you go racing and your mind's not right, you will get torn apart.
So you better buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
The film was panned for its inaccuracies, clunky storytelling, and Rennie Harlan's chaotic direction. It crashed at the box office after opening at number 1 and received 7 nominations at the Golden Raspberries. Stallone, remarkably, redeemed himself with a versatile career afterward, but still considers Driven one of his most regrettable follies. Number 7, back in action, Cameron Diaz.
Oh, no. It's a kid's party.
So maybe I should,
The title said it all to fans of Cameron Diaz, who shockingly retired in 2014 to focus on family. 11 years later, she and her Annie co-star Jamie Foxx reunited as an on-screen family in the Netflix spy comedy Back in Action. The overtly manufactured hype made the explosive romp an instant hit on streaming. Critics, however, blasted it as formulaic and flaccid.
So look, if we're acting weird or stressed out, it's just because that's the way she makes us feel, okay?
Some were even immediately branding the January release as one of the worst movies of 2025. Whether that's any more extreme than the movie's Hollywood nonsense, Back in Action didn't build much faith in its embarrassingly telegraphed sequel or Diaz's career revival.
So that gives us a chance to disappear.
Yep. We start over.
Number 6. Megalopolis, Francis Ford Coppola.
You think this is a joke?
Despite his significant contributions to modern film, Francis Ford Coppola struggled to secure funding for his ambitious sci-fi epic Megalopolis in the 80s. After decades of projects declining in profile and quality, he stepped away to raise the funds himself. Megalopolis was finally released in 2024 with an all-star cast, spectacular production values, and, well, little else.
What about those standing in your way, who like it the way it is?
Actually, the story was seriously overstuffed, with heavy-handed political and philosophical commentary crudely influenced by Ayn Rand. It was all articulated through cheesy dialogue, style, and even acting. Though some admired the film's bold artistry, audience backlash and skepticism resulted in it being pulled from theaters within a month. Razzie winner Coppola still defends his vision, but most fans, and Lionsgate, surely regret trusting Megalopolis.
Right, darling? You want me to take over?
Number 5. The Canyon's Lindsay Lohan.
You're not happy, Tara.
Who said anything about happy?
The wholesome image that made Lindsay Lohan a star was destroyed by a slew of scandals in the later 2000s. Her disastrous attempt at a darker turn on the screen with I Know Who Killed Me didn't help. Director Paul Schrader gave Lohan another shot at legitimacy, with an erotic thriller that boasted his distinguished flair for psychological tension. Well, The Canyons turned out to be a trashy melodrama that managed to underperform on a $250,000 budget.
Weren't you working on a movie?
Yeah, kind of.
Lohan actually received good reviews, but this was negated when Schrader publicly derided her unreliability on the set and in promotions. The Canyons only dragged down her reputation further, until sobriety and a modest return to lighter fare more or less salvaged it.
I'm sorry, Christian likes to shock people.
I get it.
Or at least he tries to.
Nothing to do with shocking people.
Number 4. Basic Instinct 2, Sharon Stone. Not a whole lot came out of Sharon Stone's star-making turn in the erotic thriller Basic Instinct. The long-delayed sequel was a thinly veiled attempt to renew her status amid an irregular run of projects in the 2000s. If anything, it was the death knell in her superstardom. Femme fatale Catherine Trammell's relocation to London was condemned as a campy and outlandish heap of misogyny.
Feels good, doesn't it? No more. I should have stopped Cheslov from killing his girlfriend.
The original director, Paul Verhoeven, had turned down the project because he expected it to be a disaster, just from the script. Sure enough, Basic Instinct 2 bombed at the box office, then swept the Golden Raspberry Awards. The spotlight has only grown more elusive, even since Stone's fan service earned the accolade of Worst Actress.
Come on. You can figure it out.
Number 3. The Love Guru, Mike Myers.
Oh, don't tell me it's another article about Deepak Chopra being number 1 and me being number 2.
It's faint praise to say Mike Myers was at least loved for being an ogre on the screen. With bad reviews and a reputation for being difficult to work with throughout the 2000s, the comedian co-produced and co-wrote The Love Guru to escape the family fluff. His offensive portrayal of an Indian and misguided representation of Hindu philosophy were met with controversy before the film even came out. Word of mouth somehow got worse afterwards.
Show me how you feel more than love.
With juvenile humour and inept filmmaking, The Love Guru tanked at the box office, swept the Razzies, and has been widely dubbed one of the worst films of all time. Thus, Myers' credibility as a leading man was so blemished that even the family fluff fell through.
You think Grande saw us?
Of course not, Rajneesh. We are completely hidden by this bush.
Number 2. Peter 5'8", Kevin Spacey.
I'm not here to kill you. If I was, you'd be dead already.
Once one of the most sought-after actors in Hollywood, Kevin Spacey all but vanished amid sweeping allegations of sexual misconduct. The next 7 years were marked by small European productions that had to be less degrading than what was lined up back in the States. Spacey inexplicably donned a ridiculous hairpiece to play a philosophical hitman in Peter 5-8.
Only blue skies and deep in your eyes.
The movie was in fact nowhere near 7. Spacey's professional performance only made the otherwise atrocious acting, writing and production values even more baffling. It was the cheapest possible vehicle for the most prestigious of disgraced actors. Spacey may never be able to climb back to the top, but Peter 5-8 is assuredly the bottom.
Now get lost, will you? I have things to do.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions. The Forest Hills, Shelley Duvall, a 20-year hiatus, was broken by a crowd-funded horror ball just before the actress's death.
Make sure your quality of life is as good as it can be.
I guess Rico's gonna have to get me a casket.
Horizon, an American Saga Part 1, Kevin Costner. The actor's 4-part return to filmmaking got off to a divisive, financially disastrous start.
And here I am just trying to be cordial. Gone. I love both of you.
She's Funny That Way, Peter Bogdanovich. After 13 years in exile, an eclectic filmmaking career ended on an outdated and flat farce.
Squirrels to the nuts! Oh, okay. Oh, I cannot believe I'm running into you, Derek.
Sir Billy, Sean Connery, a retired icon, lent his brogue to this historically horrible cartoon as a favour for a friend.
My name's William. Billy to my friends.
The Ward, John Carpenter. 12 years after a rough streak, a horror legend dubbed every cliché into this flop.
Well, you were heavily sedated. I'm sure you believe you saw what you say.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Saving Christmas, Kirk Cameron.
I love Christmas. I admit it, I love everything about Christmas time.
After the hit sitcom Growing Pains ended in 1992, Kirk Cameron became dedicated to his Protestantism. This and socially conservative views unfortunately limited opportunities for the former child actor. Cameron's connection with filmmaker Darren Doane seemed to promise steady work after 2008's Fireproof, but 2014's Saving Christmas wasn't the miracle he was looking for.
Baby Jesus is there. And the Bible draws our attention to something that we usually think of as just a prop.
It was an embarrassingly cheap and preachy comedy about a fictionalized Cameron putting Christ back in Christmas. Even Christians were turned off by the awkwardly consumeristic message. Nonetheless, the actor blamed an atheist smear campaign on the scathing reviews. Saving Christmas couldn't save Cameron from slipping further from the mainstream, though it has gained a cult following as one of the worst movies ever.
Alright everybody, let's feast! Yeah!
So, what other promising comeback films would end up being a big disappointment? Let us know down in the comments.